And our guest right now is Lisa Colby of the Colby Farm. And also, she has her Topsfield Fair hat on. And Lisa, good morning to you.
Well, good morning, Wynn.
Nice to have you with us.
Thank you, and always fun to be with you.
As a matter of fact, I think you were among my first guests here on Joppa Radio. I think you were.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So now that you're back again, I guess that's it. Thank you very much. We'll see you later.
Great. Good talking to you.
Now, we wanted to find out about the Topsfield Fair, but before we do that, you may have seen the stories about sunflowers in the paper, and I heard about a sunflower traffic jam one day by the Colby Farm on Scotland Road. What was that all about?
That was, even though we had signs posted for miles saying no parking, people parked on Scotland Road in the breakdown lane, which in turn meant that was one lane of traffic only able to move. So if you were, say you came off 95 and you were trying to, you're trying to go home.
Okay.
But you were caught in the traffic that was trying to turn into the farm stand to park to go see the sunflowers. So some unfortunates sat out there for 45 minutes or so. But by getting the Newbury Police Department involved, there was no longer parking on Scotland Road available so that we could keep two lanes going. And they set it up so that one lane would turn into the farm stand to see the sunflowers, and the other lane could go through, the breakdown lane, basically.
Okay. Yeah.
So it moved much nicer once we had the parkers removed.
Well, how about that?
Yeah, who would ever think that sunflowers would be so popular?
No, but hey, these sunflowers at the Colby Farm, they're known all over the world, apparently.
It's, you know what, Wynn, it's got to be social media.
Yeah.
It has to be because, I mean, we've been doing this quite a while now. I'm not sure how many years at this point, but this year was more popular than ever. Mm-hmm. And they were beautiful, if I do say so, but...
So they're still there, but they aren't at the peak?
No, they're tired looking now.
Oh.
Their heads are bowed and they're, they're there, but they're not magnificent.
Okay, all right. But you got plenty of pictures.
Yeah, that's for sure, huh?
Well, it's I guess timing is everything, and when it's time for the sunflowers to get a little tired and get a little bit of rest, it's time for the Topsfield Fair.
Well, now that's true. One happens and ends, and the other begins, and a week from today, the Topsfield Fair opens. Actually,
I was checking the Old Farmer's Almanac today. Today's the first day of autumn.
Ah, that's true too.
Yeah.
Happy autumn.
Yeah. So yeah, well, now your role with the Topsfield Fair, you're on the president of the board of directors?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
This year and also next year for the 200th anniversary celebration.
2 for the price of 1. Is that normal to do it 2 years in a row?
That's the norm.
Okay.
Which to me works out nicely.
Yeah. And next year is fantastic because that big celebration going on.
Well, it's funny. We keep focusing on next year, although this year should be a lot of fun too. But just think the Essex Agricultural Society has been in existence now for 199 years.
Wow.
So that's pretty impressive.
Yeah. And this year, what you can do for what's the general attendance, like 200,000, I'm thinking?
If we have weather, like total attendance you're referring to?
Yeah.
It usually goes over 500,000.
500,000.
Yes.
So that's 500,000 people you can invite to come back next year.
That's right.
And bring their family and friends.
Hopefully they will too.
Yeah. So what's going on this year before to celebrate the 199th anniversary of the Topsfield
Well,
Fair?
a lot of the regular things, like Friday, the September 29th, when the fair opens at 1 o'clock, probably the biggest event is in the evening when it's the giant pumpkin weigh-off.
Oh, yeah.
And as you know, the fair holds the record for the largest pumpkin, which goes over 2,000 pounds at this point. So it'll be fun to see what happens this year, because it's been a good pumpkin year. We had the hot, humid weather throughout the summer, and I know we've got a beautiful pumpkin crop. Of Colby Farm, so I'm assuming that the giant pumpkin growers had a good year as well.
Yeah, they're in a whole different class, aren't they?
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
They are.
Yeah.
I tried to grow a giant pumpkin once, and I got it to about 30 pounds, and that was the best I could do. So I didn't quite qualify for the Topsfield Fair.
All right, so that's on Friday night, you said?
That's on Friday.
Okay.
I mean, there'll be nice events Friday afternoon, but to me, that's what I look forward to, is the giant pumpkin way-off.
Sure.
Saturday is the annual parade that kind of kicks off the fair in general, and that's always fun. There are a lot of local groups that participate, and there are a lot of beautiful floats, and it's just fun. It's just fun time, and that, to me, is like the official beginning of the fair.
I want to say that's 11 o'clock on Saturday, next Saturday? Or is it 9 or 10? It's in the morning, right?
I believe it starts at 10.
Oh, okay. All right.
But, boy, I should know.
That's okay. It's on the web.
Okay, good. Thank you, yes.
Yeah. All right. And so that's a good thing with the parade on next Saturday. So.
Yes.
Okay.
And then this year, the cattle barn has had a facelift. So a grant was received, and they were able to purchase a mechanical cow. And there was a contest with the school kids on naming the mechanical cow. So Nellie talks, and Nellie will tell you what it's like to be a calf, and what it's like to grow up as a cow, and what it's like to then turn around and have a calf. So there's going to be a ribbon cutting ceremony for Nellie in the cattle barn on Saturday morning.
That's all part of the educational process of the Topsail Fair.
It is, and the cattle barn to me has always been great, but this really, to me, this is a nice upgrade.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah.
So Nellie talks, and it's fun and educational.
Yeah.
And that's what we like. What else do we have on Saturday? You know, we always have our dock dogs that are fun to watch.
Yeah, what's that all about?
They're in a humongous pool, and they just do all kinds of tricks. You know, they throw things, and they're just impressive critters.
Okay.
They're fun.
All right.
You don't want to get too close to the pool, though.
No.
Unless it's a hot day.
Yeah. Haven't checked that forecast yet.
And Saturday evening is the Monster Truck Show, which is always fun. That's in the arena.
Really? On the first Saturday?
Yes.
Oh, wow. That's they bumped it up a little bit, right?
Well, the last day, which is Monday, October 9th, is Demolition Derby.
Oh, okay.
These are the monster trucks, and then it begins with the monster trucks and it ends with Demolition Derby. It's kind of appropriate, I guess,
yeah,
huh?
It's fun. And that's what it's all about, too.
It is. And, you know, just the usual events. There's some fun entertainment. And, of course, you know, I'm in the farmyard during the week. So I have my educational sessions lined up.
Yeah?
That's the brochure I needed. That has all the
okay.
information in it.
Oh, okay. Sure.
But I couldn't find it.
Oh, I kept it from the last time you were here.
Well, thank you. Glad somebody's paying attention.
I tend to hang on to things.
That's good.
But yeah, and you have some musical acts coming in as well too. I want to say you had mentioned Hermits.
Hermits is on October 4th.
Okay.
And Peter Noon himself will be there.
Oh, it's going to be fantastic.
So that's going to be fun, and there's a lot of excitement over the Village People, which is on Thursday, October 5th.
Yeah,
So,
you know, every time I mention the Village People are going to be at the Topsfield Fair, people break into a dance.
Well, I'll tell you, back when they were really popular, I was doing aerobics. I don't even think it's called aerobics anymore. And, of course, we had to do the YMCA aerobic routine, and that was real high energy, and that's what I always think of was the YMCA.
Yeah, it works.
It was fun.
Unless you can't spell it, but
yeah, good point. So, I mean, I can go through things. The farmyard.
Yeah, tell us about that, because I know you always have lots of animals in there.
We do. We'll have our farmyard type animals. We'll have ponies and sheep, from, Mary Martin, New England Equine Rescue.
Oh, okay.
She will be there.
Okay.
And she'll go out and talk about her animals a couple times a day. And then we'll have our usual donkeys and sheep and goats and
Yeah.
hopefully some alpacas, and of course the pigs will be there.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Now, did you have little piglets running around this year?
We will have in the barnyard,
Okay.
not the barnyard, excuse me, the pig barn. And then in the farmyard, I'm going to have Sweetie and Emma.
Okay.
So they'll be fun. Hopefully I can let them out, and hopefully the attendees will ask me questions, because they're a good age and they're very social, and they should present very well.
Oh, terrific. Okay. All right. And then, of course, you always have the stuff for the kids and the stuff to eat as well, too. So that's always a lot of fun.
All kinds of good eats and all kinds of fun rides, and just whatever your thing is. I mean, the flower building is beautiful.
Yeah.
The poultry building is full of all kinds of interesting creatures.
Yeah. And the Coolidge Hall, too. Lots of crafts in there.
The crafts and the photography.
Yeah.
No, it's all the buildings. The Grange has the amateur photography, so I like to go over and check that out, because it used to be there would always be pig photos there from the Colby farm.
Ah.
Now it's sunflower.
Okay.
So it's just fun to go see what the amateur photographers have come up with, and
Yeah.
of course the professionals too in the Coolidge.
Yeah.
And they do their cooking demonstrations, and they have their brew fest and wine making, and
Oh, that was something fairly new, wasn't it? The brew fest.
Yes.
Judging and all
yes, and the pie. There are judges for the pie, who makes the best pie.
that. Yeah.
The tractor pull is always a big draw. That's on the second Friday night.
Does JR still do the antique tractor? Is that an antique tractor pull?
Yes.
Okay.
And that's just, I should clarify that. It is an antique tractor pull.
Okay.
In fact, JR, Colby, and Jesse Warren are going to do an antique tractor talk for me in the farmyard on Tuesday morning.
Oh.
They'll have one of their tractors there. See, we have anywhere from 2,000 to 5,000 school kids a day at the fair, weekdays.
Yeah.
So what I find is the school kids get about 15 minutes at the farmyard. So I try to have activities to capture their attention, but I know I don't have them for a long period of time. So, I have Dr. Smith from Amesbury Animal Hospital, and they can ask a question about their kitty or their dog or their bird,
Yeah.
their guinea pig, whatever. And he's fun. He's been really good. JR and Jesse are going to talk about tractors and have one there, and I think that'll capture the attention. We're going to have Bee Talk with Bill Hamilton, because we know how popular bees are, and
They really are.
a lot of questions about bees.
Yeah.
And we're going to have the MSPCA equine ambulance there, and Roger has Lucky, who is a 400-pound, it's a dummy horse that looks real.
Okay.
But we're able to bring some of the kids in to help us, because he'll explain that poor Lucky just had an accident, and we got to get Lucky on the stretcher, and we got to get Lucky, to the vet. So they come in, and he explains why you tie the legs a certain way, and how everything to keep the horse calm, and how, the process involved with moving a large animal.
Oh, wow.
So it's been very educational for me, because, a horse is a pretty big critter.
Yeah, they are, yeah. I don't know how you move that, but
It's a challenge.
yeah. It's too bad Lucky doesn't talk like the cow.
Yeah, that's it. Well, maybe we could work on that.
Don't tie my leg that way. Do it the other way.
Yeah, that's too tight. No, Nellie's well and alive, so we don't want Nellie on the we don't want to take Nellie to the vet yet.
No, not at all.
Nellie the cow. So
Say, I remember one time that there were elephants there. Are they going to be there?
yep, Beulah will be there.
Okay.
Beulah there's been a lot of controversy over Beulah, but what's interesting with Beulah is she was born in Connecticut. It's not like she was captured in the wild.
Okay.
She's a Connecticut girl. She was born and raised there, and
Went to Yale.
she she does the fair rounds and spends her 11 days with us at Topsfield, and I've had the pleasure of not only having a ride on Beulah, but I've fed her carrots before, and she's a magnificent creature.
Yeah, how about that?
I didn't know you could. I can see why you could fall in love with an elephant. I mean, they're really fabulous.
Now, what about the horse hitches?
There will be hitches. I know on Sunday the 8th, it says Supreme 6-Horse Hitch Championship.
Okay.
So there'll be contests prior to that. And again, I should look through my daily program here, and it would tell me what's happening when.
It's a different hitch than other years, right?
I believe it is this year,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah.
Because some of the hitches from the past are they've retired, basically.
Yeah.
Well, the horses haven't, but their owners have. So
Now, what about the mounted police? Are they there?
they're not with us this year. They're in every other year.
Okay.
So they'll be with us for the 200th,
Nice.
which is, they're magnificent too.
Yeah.
I spent some time with them last year, and and they had me in awe as well.
Fantastic. Well, it's going to be a lot of fun. And again, it all gets underway on Friday, a week from today.
A week from today, the 29th.
Yeah. So they have like the advance open house. I think that's what they call it on that day.
It's kind of it's just, yes, it's like a low key, hey, the fair is here and come on in, and we're getting revved up for a great week. And
Yeah. So it's like a primer. You prime
yeah,
the
that's a
pump.
good way to put it.
Okay. And then the parade on Saturday morning, and then you're off and running for the next 10 days.
And the money pole is always popular. That's in the farmyard. Did you ever see the money pole?
No.
The money pole is fun. Maintenance comes over with this humongous, it's a flagpole,
Okay.
but it's not greased. And the audience, usually young participants, have a chance to climb to the top of the pole. And it's tough. It's difficult. It's 15 feet high.
Uh-huh.
And so because it takes place in the farmyard, I'm there. And we just have fun. We get a lot of kids, and a few make it.
Yeah.
But it's tough.
Well, they put like $1 up at the top, or?
They win $10
Oh.
win. They win $10, and they also win a certificate to one of the concession stands there.
Oh, nice.
The Gobbler, where you can get the Gobbler turkey sandwich.
That's it. Oh, okay. That's not that huge turkey leg.
No, not the turkey leg, but
Yeah. And it's a church that has the big, they always have fantastic food there. Now I can't remember, but they did breakfast and lunch. Never mind.
well, I'm trying
We'll
to
find
think
it.
too. Yes, there you go. We'll find it.
Yeah, we'll find it, because
We'll
people tend to be in the same place each year.
and I plan to be checking everything out, so
Yeah.
like usual.
Oh, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is. It always is.
Yeah. All right. Well, Lisa, I want to thank you for stopping by, sharing the Topsfield Fair information, and 500,000 people showing up for the Topsfield Fair.
If the weather is with us, they will be there.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
It is. It's great.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you very much, and we'll see you at the fair. I'm sure about that.
Excellent. Thank you, Win.
All right. Lisa Colby from the Colby Farm, and also the Topsfield Fair, president of the board of directors for Topsfield Fair, our guest here on Joppa Radio 96.3 FM.